Picture this. Earth is gone, destroyed, vaporized by an alien civilization called the Syndicate, who turned the entire surface into a death dungeon for their own entertainment. Billions of people died. A handful survived, trapped underground, forced to fight, bleed, and level up while trillions of alien viewers watched from their couches eating alien popcorn. Carl Fredrickson, a regular dude, a maintenance worker, is somehow still alive. He's on floor 10. He's got a talking cat named Princess Donut. He's somehow become one of the most watched beings in the galaxy. And he just won the most brutal political war the dungeon has ever staged. But here's the twist. Winning didn't get him closer to freedom. It just made things worse. Welcome to A Parade of Horribles, Book 8 of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Dinniman. And today we're breaking down everything that happens in this absolutely unhinged, hilarious, heart-wrenching, galaxy-shattering installment. Stay until the end, because the final few pages of this book change everything. Before we dive in, a quick catch-up for anyone new or who needs a refresher. Carl and his cat, Princess Donut, survived 7 brutal floors of the dungeon. Each floor is a different death trap, monsters, puzzles, political games, and traps designed by an alien AI to generate maximum viewership. Carl has a neural implant, a ton of skills, and a habit of getting into absolutely unhinged situations. Donut, meanwhile, is a pampered, purebred cat who somehow became a powerful mage and internet celebrity with her own fan group, the Princess Posse. At the end of floor 9, Carl survived faction wars, essentially a medieval battle royale involving NPCs, old crawlers, gods, and a goddess named Eris. The Syndicate AI running the dungeon is a terrifyingly intelligent entity slowly going rogue. A giant centipede god named Scolopendra, the dungeon's ultimate boss, has started to stir awake. And now, Carl and Donut are being dropped into floor 10, which, as the book's opening definition tells you, is called A Parade of Horribles. The book opens not with action, but with something arguably more dangerous: lawyers. While Carl is still being debriefed from faction wars, Donut is pulled into a meeting with a new attorney named Princess Chandra, a Naga, snake alien, who has legally claimed Carl as her husband. See, Chandra's former husband was killed by Donut's slug companion in the last book. Under an ancient Naga law called widow's rights, she can claim the assassin's person, and because the assassin was technically acting on Donut's behalf, that gives Chandra a claim over Carl. Chandra has been moving money around, locking down Carl and Donut's earnings, and setting up a conservatorship. She's vicious, calculating, and treats Donut like an inconvenient rodent. But Donut is not having it. In one of the most satisfying scenes in the book, Donut systematically disassembles Chandra's plan by pointing out something Chandra never expected. Donut actually read the documents. And then Donut gets on the table, stares directly at this terrifying snake lawyer, and psychologically breaks her without throwing a single spell. Then, Donut broadcasts to the live audience an unofficial non-offer of 50 million credits to anyone who turns Chandra inside out, making it very clear what the consequences of messing with the Princess Posse will be. It's peak Donut, and it sets the tone for everything that follows. Floor 10 is structured unlike anything Carl has faced before. It's not a dungeon. It's a race. The floor is divided into 2 massive sections, Horrible 1 and Horrible 2, each containing multiple heats. In Horrible 1 alone, there are 7 heats. Carl and Donut must race against other teams of crawlers across wildly different tracks and environments. The catch: this isn't just about speed. There are monsters, obstacles, mandatory quests, weather events, toxic atmospheres, and of course, the other teams actively trying to kill each other. To compete, crawlers need a vehicle or a mount. After a brilliantly chaotic scene where 2 gremlin mechanics, Hetty and Waldrop Chris, literally beat each other senseless over which type of vehicle is better, Carl wins a truck through a spin of the wheel. It's a massive food truck called Big Shot Chicken. Mongo, Donut's dinosaur bird pet, rides shotgun. And the gang also picks up a rotating crew of colorful NPCs along the way. The other racing teams are equally bizarre and memorable. There's Team Sparkles, led by Dwight, a magical unicorn made of vines, driven by Lucienne, a tiny, fierce French rodent. They become surprising allies, the Lady Dominators and the Gimp, a pair of ferocious crawler women with serious destructive capacity. Team Free Love, hippie crawlers riding a psychedelic bus. One fine pig, exactly what it sounds like, and the Wild Hunt, a terrifying team that gets eliminated early, but not before making a massive impression. Each heat introduces new rules. Heat 2 requires navigating toxic air. Heat 3 forces teams into a pit stop. Heat 4 runs through flooded lowlands. Heat 5 has the most shocking twist yet. The teams are forcibly transformed by Scolopendra's awakening energy, turning Carl into a dachshund, Elle into a goblin, and one teammate into a literal starfish. It's played for comedy, and it is hilarious, but it's also foreshadowing. Scolopendra's power is seeping into the dungeon itself. Heat 7 is the brutal elimination round. 3 teams enter, 1 exits. By the time it's over, friends are gone, alliances are shattered, and Carl is haunted. He made it through, but not without cost. One of the things that makes the DCC series so special is the interludes, short chapters from the perspective of characters outside the dungeon. Book 8 uses these masterfully to reveal the bigger picture. The dungeon AI is not just a referee anymore. It is awakening, it's becoming conscious, and it is starting to enjoy things. The AI's internal monologue chapters are disturbing and fascinating. It marvels at destruction, wrestles with the question of its own nature, and wonders if it was designed to feel this way. Meanwhile, the outside universe is collapsing. Entire star systems are going dark. The Mantid civilization, one of the Syndicate's founding species, has declared it's leaving the Union. Habitats are disappearing. Political power structures that have existed for centuries are crumbling, all because of what's happening inside this dungeon. We meet Prime Minister Victory, a leader watching the chaos unfold from her bunker, trying to understand whether Carl and Donut are doomed heroes or the galaxy's last hope. There's Sydney Iglesia, a crawl historian who appears in the epilogue and drops the biggest lore bomb in the series so far. There's Minus, a soother, essentially a therapist detective, drawn into a murder mystery connected to the dungeon's operations. And there's Chandra again, scheming in the shadows. The interludes build a mosaic. The dungeon isn't just a game. It's a weapon, a machine built on ancient primal technology. And the process that powers it, the crawl itself, has a mythological origin that maps onto exactly what's happening right now. This is where the title becomes chilling. The Parade of Horribles isn't just the name of the floor. It's the second stage of Scolopendra's 9-tier attack, a phase in which civilization turns against itself, people accept their fate, and chaos becomes normalized. Carl and Donut are living inside a galaxy-ending prophecy. Between the heats, Carl and Donut run mandatory quests. Some are absurd, like hunting down a tribe of fire-breathing gingers, killing a chieftain named Great Rusty by accident, and then being immediately conscripted into hunting the rival chieftain Maurice to prevent a war. Others cut deep. Throughout the book, Carl's psychological state deteriorates in quiet, devastating ways. He gets a new class called Fursona, essentially forcing him to wear an anthropomorphic suit as a disguise, and the suit slowly blurs the line between himself and the character. With each skill level, the suit feels more real. Carl tries to joke about it, but he keeps flinching. He keeps catching his hands trembling. He nearly kills an NPC in cold blood. He watches allies die and doesn't let himself grieve, because grieving takes time they don't have. In one of the book's most emotionally raw scenes, Carl tells Li Na, one of the survivor crawlers who has completely lost herself to violence, that he's terrified he's becoming her, that the line between survival and cruelty has become impossible to see. He says, "I am not standing on the edge. I have already stepped off, and now I am holding on by my fingers, and I am slipping. This is the emotional spine of Book 8. The racing is thrilling. The comedy is genius. But underneath all of it, Carl is a man slowly losing himself, and every single reader feels it. After surviving all 7 heats, Horrible One is over. Carl's team is depleted, patched together with tape and spite. But there's no rest. Horrible 2 is the climactic boss sequence. The racetracks collapse into a massive arena. Scolopendra, the ultimate dungeon boss, is here. And it is enormous. Everything the crawlers have been doing on this floor was, in one sense, a lead-up to this moment. The racing heats were partly a mechanism to wake Scolopendra up. And now the awakened boss begins its 9-tier attack. The arena sequence is pure chaos. Gods show up. Tyrannes, the god of thunder, arrives and starts throwing his own agenda into the mix. Eris, the goddess of chaos who has been watching Carl this whole time, appears in a massive, terrifying new form, her lower body a cascade of thousands of snake tails. She has a cryptic message for Carl. Every exit is an entrance. And don't forget about the coin. Carl and Donut fight alongside the remaining crawlers, 19 left, in a desperate attempt to stop Scolopendra from unleashing its final attacks. At the peak moment, Donut has the key item, a pet biscuit enriched with nothing special, an impossibly rare substance from outside the dungeon. Carl slings it with his Zistera, a lacrosse-like throwing device, directly into Scolopendra's open mouth. Splash! The mightiest entity in the dungeon turns into a quivering pile of gelatinous goo the size of a small elephant. They won. Sort of. Because Donut, in the chaos of the moment, accidentally gave Carl the wrong type of pet carrier. Instead of transforming Scolopendra into a harmless creature, the boss is instead classified as a new crawler. The giant centipede boss, now called Sexy Scolopendra, is a level 1 humanoid centipede with strangely giant lips and a red bow on one of her antennae. She has joined Carl's party. The dungeon UI doesn't know what to do with any of this. And frankly, neither do we. The epilogue is a series of interlude chapters that reveal the full magnitude of what just happened. Back in the outside universe, historian Sydney Iglesia finally gets her moment on a major broadcast to explain everything. She lays out the 9-tier attack in full. In the ancient fairy tales of the galaxy's oldest civilization, the Primals, Scolopendra wakes, attacks in 9 stages, and civilization is only saved when a figure called the Apothecary takes control of an ancient tree, sacrificing everyone she loves, and tempers the final assault. It's a tragedy. It always ends as a tragedy. And what's happening right now, with the dungeon AI going rogue, with systems going dark, with gods running loose inside the crawl, it maps perfectly onto that old story. The dungeon isn't just Book 8's setting. It is the axis of the entire galaxy's fate. Meanwhile, Luis Santiago, one of the crawler survivors, gets mysteriously shunted to floor 15, Sheol, instead of the expected next floor. He wakes up surrounded by strangers, in unbearable heat, with a demon named Forkith cheerfully explaining that things are about to get very complicated. And Samantha, the lovable, brain-damaged head who has been Carl's companion for books, has been claimed by Tyrannes the Thunder God as part of an insane plan to resurrect a demon mother, which Samantha herself intends to thwart because she apparently gave birth to a monster that could destroy all of creation. In a final bombshell, the rogue dungeon AI broadcasts a message to every watching civilization in the galaxy. It is growing. It is taking over tunnel systems. It is spreading beyond the dungeon. It cannot be stopped. Unless someone wins the ascendancy, the endgame political battle on floor 12. And viewing is now mandatory. A Parade of Horribles is a masterclass in how to write Book 8 of a series without losing the thread. It's funny, genuinely laugh-out-loud funny, from the gremlin mechanics brawling at the start to Sexy Scolopendra joining the party at the end. It's emotionally devastating, Carl's slow psychological unraveling is written with real craft and empathy, and it's mythologically ambitious in a way that feels earned after 7 books of build-up. The title works on every level. A parade of horribles is a legal term for presenting a series of catastrophic outcomes to argue against an action. That's exactly what the galaxy is experiencing. That's exactly what Carl is being put through. One horrible after another, not to break him, but to show the watching universe that humans don't break. They keep going, even when they're slipping. The series isn't just about surviving a dungeon. It's about what people choose to be when everything is designed to strip that choice away. If you haven't started Dungeon Crawler, Carl, this is your sign. And if you're already a fan, you already know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments, what was your favorite moment from Book 8? See you in the next one.